Scale motor enthusiast or not, welcome back to this series dedicated to the construction of the 1995 Peugeot EV1. In the last episode I painted the car body and applied the decals, and now I'm going to start building the engine. It's been a long time since my last video, because this phase took me much longer than expected. The first thing we need to do is to study very well both the instruction and the photos of the real car, to understand where and how I can improve the engine. Once it is done, we can put our hands on cutters and files and detach the pieces from the sprue. Once the pieces are all detached and clean, the best thing to understand where to make our changes will be to carry out a dry assembly, using only adhesive tape to fix the pieces together. Once done, we will have in mind where to put our hands to make the right changes. We begin to putty the inside of the tank in the engine compartment. Once it's dry with the file, I'm going to give it the desired shape. I'm also going to glue a piece of pipe to simulate the levels peephole. I will also have to go and drill holes in the frame for the passage of the various pipe. With a piece of brass I went to create a shelf for the ignition. I had to completely rebuild the ignition because it was completely missing in the kit, so I worked on plastic tubes and sheets, trying to rebuild it as best as possible. I then went on to reproduce other minor details of the engine to try to enrich it as much as possible. Added all the necessary details, I then went to mask the glass between the engine and the cockpit and start painting. I started with the usual Titan primers and then I used a lot of blacks and greys for avoid to have an engine compartment that was too flat. Finished with the airbrush, I switched to brushes and finished coloring the various components. The engine block also received some minor improvements. I also applied some black and rust wash to the engine block to give it a little of vintage look. After the weathering, I started to assemble the engine. Instead of painting the band around the tank, I prefer to reproduce it with black tape. To finish the tank, I'm going to paint the oil visible from the people and wire it when needed. Also, the radiator will receive the necessary hoses. I'm going to install the seats for the cables for finished ignition. I will complete the wiring of the engine by connecting it with the ignition. I will glue the tank in position. I will also connect the engine to the radiator. I don't know if this connection is appropriate, but as I don't have any photo that can help me, I take this poetic license and use a little of my imagination. For the moment, this is the result I got. It's the first time that I put my hands so heavily on an engine, and I was quite scared to do it. Unfortunately, however, the engine will remain very visible in the finished model, so I just couldn't leave it from the box. I'll wait for you in the next episode to continue the work on the engine. Thanks to you all for following me, and see you in the next video, always here in my channel. And remember, the collecting boxes is fun, but collecting models even more. Bye bye!